We're here today talking about SeaArk Boats' new Mud Runner 170, and SeaArk really did their homework when they came out with this new boat. First and foremost, it's 125 gauge aluminum, and which is a full 1/8 thick aluminum hull, and it is just tough as a boot. Second thing they did was they did a combination of ribs on this. And traditional John boats have transverse ribs, but they also incorporated a longitudinal rib. So this thing has basically a grid that's supporting the whole bottom of the boat. In addition to that, they still have their pressed in side killgores for additional strength. It's just incredibly strong. One of the things that SeaArk's known for is their oversized, extremely heavy duty cap rails. And these are the best available on the market. You will not find a competitor's boat with any heavier duty cap rail than that. And I can tell you, if you're banging around cypress trees and you're in the Tupelo bottoms, you need a heavy duty cap rail. This thing gives it a rigidity from the top of the boat all the way through the side where the killgore is, and then that longitudinal structure combined with the transverse ribs, it's unbelievably strong. They kept the bottom flat. No killgores in the bottom at all, kept the bottom smooth for running in around cypress knees and over dikes and levees and things like that you might encounter in these cypress breaks around here. They really, the boat turns beautifully. It's got a great maneuverability in combination with the mud motor, and I really believe it's like a four-wheel drive on the water. It can go through just about anything that you can put it in. This particular boat has an option on it called the Timber Runner option, which is a reinforced bow plate that extends out the bow a little bit. It's got this heavy pipe on the front, and these convenient handholds where it's really, if you're walking the boat through a shallow spot or walking it out of the way after you got your decoys out, it's really handy to get it out of the way. It also features up under here, it might be tough to see, but there's some floodlights that for running that are in these protective grills, behind those protective grills to keep them from being damaged by sticks and stems as you run. One of the details that they incorporated into this boat is the flat keel. The keel, they kept it real flat and low profile to keep it free of encountering obstructions when you're running around in some of this murky, mucky water that's got a lot of debris in it. And that is a benefit if you've ever been hung up on something, a log, or you've ever been through water that's pretty choked up. That is really a great feature. The chines on this boat are where you need that strength the most. It's got a double press brake in the chines, which is extremely, gives you a lot of strength right there at where the side meets the bottom of the boat. And that can also be really important if you're running around in water that's, you don't know what's below the surface. The other great features of the boat, they incorporated storage into it. It's got loads of room in the middle, and it's just a big, good old-fashioned open boat. And if you've ever hauled lots of decoys and lots of duck hunters and dogs and all the stuff it takes to make a successful duck hunt, you will really appreciate the fact that it's wide open and spacious and roomy. The hunt step gives you two things in one. It's sort of a dual purpose. It gives you extra flotation where you need it for some of these higher center of gravity mud motors that they're making today, and allows it to get back off the transom, which frees up even more room in the boat, and the boat doesn't tend to squat as bad with that heavy motor on it, with that additional flotation there. The other thing it does, if you like to use this boat in timber or areas that you can wade, it makes the perfect departure and entry point for the boat, because it's real close to the water level, and you can sit on this thing and get your stuff loaded up, or use it as a step getting in and out of the boat, and it's a wonderful feature. This hunt step back here we're talking about, I know it sort of looks simple, but there's actually a lot going on. There's a lot of engineering here. Up underneath, it's sloped, it's sort of raked backwards to give lots of clearance. And if you've ever run a mud motor, you know that you need as much clearance as you can get when you're running in reverse. When you're trying to get that thing back down real quick, all the resistance you can get rid of is helpful when you're backing down. The other thing is they've incorporated their extreme turn technology that's available in a lot of their other boats with these corners and shorten them. And in combination with that double chine, this thing will just turn on a dime. Guys, I tell you, I've been waiting all my life for a combination of boat and motor that you could run in these cypress brakes with and really get back to where the critters are. And this is that boat. The shortened mud motor that Gator Tail and some other companies are building now does a phenomenal job, and with the features that they've incorporated into this boat, the quick turning, the heavy duty, the flat keel, all the things that they've incorporated in this boat just make it the perfect package if you're hunting in some extreme conditions. This boat is in the water oak package, and you can see they've got tread plate floors in it. Everything about it is just super heavy duty. They incorporated the storage. They've got the switch panels out of the way. They're easy to get to for a guy operating the boat. They're right in his line of vision where he can reach them easily, but they're not where something's going to be banging around and turning stuff on and off. Fuel tanks up front helps balance out the boat, especially when you got a lot of stuff in the boat, a lot of people in the boat, or if you don't have a lot of people in the boat, it's offsetting that weight running in the back. So fuel tanks out of the way, additional storage up under there for all the stuff you need, and it's just, again, I can't say enough about how tough it's built. It's really a great boat. They did their homework. They didn't jump into this market without doing a lot of research, and they've done a great job. The best thing about it, though, is how it runs.